Today I'm going to go over some of the reasons that you should meditate. Now, many of you watching probably already meditate, but I know that sometimes it can be a chore for you to be like, why am I doing this? Why am I meditating? Well, why did you choose to meditate in the first place? Also, what keeps you going on meditating? Did you have a good meditation where you came out and you felt really good or really calm or really relaxed? That's one of the main reasons. A lot of times you hear, I guess you could say meditation or mindfulness is getting very big these days. You've got apps that do like little 5-minute meditations to just kind of turn off your mind, relax, and de-stress. And that is a very good reason to meditate. And I think that's some of the reason that most people start meditating, is just to kind of relax. And really, when you do meditate, you are turning off all of those brain waves. You have different brain waves. You have beta, which is like you're wide awake and you're active and you're doing things. Then you have alpha, which is a little bit slower. You're kind of focused and concentrating. And then you have alpha can also be a kind of creative state. Theta is where you're like really deep in thought, and that's where kind of your creation and stuff can happen. That's kind of the goal of where you want to get to in your meditation, is alpha or theta. And then there's also gamma, which is like way out there, and that's like mega, like sending signals out to manifest and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, going back to brainwaves, you want to turn off that beta. That beta is what really gets you thinking. You're like, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, oh, this thing's happening to me. You're wanting to quiet all that down and shut that down, really to relax your body and also to tune into other things that are out there in the universe. Now, I could go on and on about all that kind of stuff that you could do when you're in meditation, but I guess that's kind of what's motivating some of you. You're like, okay, well, I've heard you can heal through meditation. I've heard you can manifest through meditation. But then you get in that meditation and you're just like, nothing's happening. I'm not healing. I'm not manifesting. Or you may feel little subtle differences. And really, it's kind of like that. For most people, it is kind of a subtle journey, just like working out. You know, it's not like you go to the gym and then you come out and you've got these massive muscles. It's kind of like that with meditation, is that over time. Now, you can have those meditations where you come out and something massive has changed, and that's really you accessing, completely shutting off all of your thinking brain and accessing something out there in the universe where you're able to change. So I do have in front of me here, I have 3 cups, and this is kind of representing, I guess you could say, your brain and your body. This is kind of your motivation here to continue on meditating, because some of you are like, I just don't see any changes happening. Okay, and like I said, they're subtle, kind of like working out. So I have here the first cup right here. This is your clear water. So imagine this is you at birth. You are born, you're pure, you haven't been tainted with or anything like that. And then this is probably you now, but you could also be this one here in the middle. So you can see this one is very dirty. So at birth, you have clean, pure, everything inside of you. And then I've got, here is life right here. This is your dirt. This is all your crap, I guess you could say, that happens to you in life. And so you have that clear water. Let's just, I don't want to mess up my clear water, but let's pretend that this was the clear water. And you have the first time you do something wrong and your parents yell at you. Then you get that in there. Then you have, oh, I've got the pressure of going to school. Ah, it's stuck in there. Then you've got, oh, this kid picked on me, you know. Oh, I've got to pick a partner in life. Oh, I don't know, whatever you feel like. Oh, a job. Oh, I got fired, you know, and you can have bigger plops go in there, and it starts to dirty up your water. Now, this is the stuff that you want to get rid of. This is what you can do in meditation. You can get rid of all of this stuff. You want to try to get back to this, to your purity, to your cleanness. Think about it. A lot of what you may have heard is that when you have sores in your body, or you have pains in your body, or you have disease, or a lot of people say dis-ease, it's something that's stuck in your body. It's this stuff that's stuck in your body. It's these emotions, these stresses that you've decided you've wanted to carry on to in your life, and it's starting to build up and get mucky inside of you. And so the idea of meditation is to remove that. And that's kind of what this is. This could be you as a child, or if you've been meditating for a while, this could possibly be you too. And you can see the water's just a little bit cloudy, but obviously not clear, and this is your ultimate goal. So every time you go into meditation, you want to get in here and you want to scoop out some of this stuff, okay? You want to get rid of this stuff. You see there's a lot of this stuff down here at the bottom, okay? You want to get all that out. Now, sometimes when you're meditating too, you may start to feel this way, okay? And you're like, hey, I'm getting rid of a lot of this crap that I've been building up inside, and I'm feeling wonderful. And then you're like, oh crap, I feel like my symptoms are coming back. I feel like everything's falling apart. What's going on? You may have something in your life that kind of agitates it. And you can see how by agitating it, it's not so clear anymore. And this is what happens in your body. So if you are like this and you've gotten rid of all that stuff, you get an agitation in your life and you can handle it no problem. I have noticed this in myself. I used to just like get on edge sometimes with the kids, and now I guess I've really, it's like they're just kids. Why are they getting to me? It's just because I had so much of this that anytime the kids did anything, it was just like it stirred up all this stuff inside of me and just like, I couldn't take it anymore. But now I could say, I don't know, I guess I'm between these two. It's hard to say anybody could be pure, but that is our ultimate goal, is to be pure like this. And you can be varying degrees between all of this. But something else that I think a lot of us struggle with too is that we may get to this point, and let's say all of this has kind of settled, the dirt's settled, and the water appears almost clear. We're like, look at me, I'm so pure and I'm so clear. But then you have something happen to you and it agitates it. Okay, let's say that you lose your job, or let's say that you break up, or you lose a loved one or something, and that stirs it up and it starts to stir up all the stuff that's inside of you, okay? And a lot of people will blame the situation. Let's say that this right here is you're losing your job, and or this is your boyfriend breaks up with you or something, okay? And so, that really made me mad and it really stirred up all this stuff inside of me. So a lot of us like to point to others and say, well, it's that situation's fault. Or you can even say that thing that happened to me in the past. It's this right here. This is what caused me to get dirty. This is what caused all this to happen. But if this is that situation, if this is that job, if this is that person, is it causing this to get dirty? Is it causing this to get stirred up? No, because here you've gotten rid of all that crap, that excess baggage, and nothing is going to bother you. Here, if you're like this, then that job loss is going to be like, woohoo, okay, that's another opportunity for something else. Here, you're just like, okay, I got a job, lost my job, now I got to go find a new one. This one, when you got a lot of baggage, you're just like, the whole world sucks. And this happened to me, and that happened to me, and everything always seems to happen to me. It's just like you have this kind of mindset here. And so every time we go into meditation, we're just trying to remove that crap inside of us. So I think that helped me. I saw this demonstration done somewhere else, and so I'm repeating it here for you. This really helped me because I know that on my journey of meditation, I've been meditating for over 2 years every single day. And there's some days where I'm just like, why am I doing this? What is it doing? I feel like I've accomplished this, or, is this just a weird habit? I don't know. And then I feel like I need an intention. And I'm like, well, what's my intention? I'm not trying to fix this. I'm not trying to manifest that. So why am I even meditating? I don't need to. So that can easily distract you and just say, I don't need to meditate today. I'm fine. I'm not stressed or whatever. But this motivation right here helps me to remember I should meditate every day, because I'm not here. I would like to be here. And if I don't continue to meditate and continue to pull this stuff out, then I'm just going to get those few little things. Yeah, I might be kind of right here, but if I'm kind of clear like this and I get one little stress and I didn't meditate, it's just going to keep piling up and piling up and piling up, and eventually it's going to start looking like this again. So we want to try to peel this off little by little, maybe chunk by chunk, whatever you want to do. But this is a great motivation to help keep you meditating. So if you're feeling stuck, this is a great motivation for you. Also, if you go online and you look at other people that have manifested things, I know sometimes that can be discouraging. You're like, well, this person healed of that, this person healed of that, this person manifested that, I want to be that. Those can be motivations too. But overall, we're really meant to meditate. If you think about it at night, when we go to bed, what do? Now, you may have dreams, you may not even realize what you're doing, but you're shutting off your thinking brain and you're processing everything that went on through the day. And you think about it, you are like going all day long, and you're just like, and the sleep is the time to just kind of rest and recharge. This is another way to rest and recharge, but it's also I don't know, you could call it plugging into the supercomputer. A lot of people are saying your brain is like a computer and you're programming things into it. Well, at night, like you would plug in your phone to recharge, you're going to plug it in to recharge, and you might get an update. You know, sometimes you have to update your phone or whatever. You're going to get an update. You're going to get some downloads. You're going to get some information, some insights. You can get that in the middle of the night. A lot of times you don't wake up realizing that stuff. Sometimes you have a dream and you're like, oh wow, that was a really cool dream. I want to write that down. But also that's what you can do in meditation, where meditation you're not in that deep delta. Delta is just like complete sleep and recharge. But with theta, you're more aware of what's going on and you can get some of those insights a little more. Now, some of you may be saying, I don't get any of that when I meditate. Well, that's fine. If you don't get any of that insights, there's stuff going on in there. Because I bet you've gone through a meditation, you come out and you're like, oh man, I feel so much better. I feel so much happier. I feel so much more relaxed. You've had to have felt something, and that's what's making you continue on meditating. But again, here's your other motivation. You want to clear away all that crap, even if it's just little by little, because you want to be this way. You want to be pure. You want to be clean. So anything that comes your way in life is not going to disturb you in any way whatsoever. So that's what I have to say about that. So happy meditating.